What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. So, many of you have probably seen that a new LEGO Batman game has just been announced. Obviously, I'm really excited for this game, especially since we know that we're getting tons of unlockable Batsuits. We've already seen a couple of these Batsuits be revealed in various videos from Gamescom, like the Rainbow Batsuit, the Brave and the Bold Batsuit, and my personal favorite, the Golden Age Batsuit. However, there are still a ton more Batsuits to be revealed. So, I figured I'd make a wish list of the top 10 Batsuits I'd like to see in LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. We're gonna start from 10 and work our way up.
Zebra Batman.
The only reason this suit is on my list is just because it's hilarious. I know nothing about the suit. I have not read the comic book this appears in. I only know about it because I've seen pictures of the Comic-Con exclusive minifigure from the 80th anniversary given away at raffles at San Diego Comic-Con. I do not have this minifigure because it's like thousands of dollars, but I think it would be a hilarious suit to have in the game. We know they're not against using the sillier Batsuits, considering, like I mentioned earlier, they have the rainbow suit in this game, so I just think it would be funny if they included the zebra suit.
Zur-En-Arrh Batman.
This is an interesting one because the Zur-En-Arrh Batsuit has always been one of my favorite Batsuits since I was a little kid, simply because of the color scheme on the suit. Purple, red, and yellow is not exactly a color scheme you would expect a Batsuit to have. That's more of like Robin colors. Despite how goofy it actually looks, I think it's awesome. It's still, to this day, one of my favorite versions of the character. If they do end up going with this one for this game, which I have a slight feeling they will, I hope it uses the more 1950s comic book version when it appeared in the Super Batman of Planet X, as opposed to the Grant Morrison version. Again, have not read either comic it appears in. I only know it's a thing because of Batman the Brave and the Bold and Arkham Knight, but I would still like to see some representation for it in this game.
Green Lantern / Sinestro Core Batsuit.
So this pick is a 2-for-1, simply because they're not the same, but they can be categorized as being sort of the same, if that makes any sense. We know no other characters in the DC universe outside of the Bat family and the Rogues Gallery are going to be playable, but I'm a huge Green Lantern fan, and technically these are Batsuits, and we do get references to other DC heroes in like background things just based on the first trailer we have out at the time of recording this video. There's a Cord Industries shipping container in the background. So like, they're not afraid to reference other DC characters. We're just probably not going to see any of the other characters show up in this game. Now, one of these does have a minifigure already made, and that is the Sinestro Batman. But also, like, these are just aesthetically cool suits. Like, come on, Batman with a Sinestro core ring or a Green Lantern ring? Take my money now. And I think that just because we can't play as other DC characters doesn't mean we can't have suits themed after other DC characters, which actually leads me into my next pick.
Speeding Bullets.
I've read one issue of this comic book, but that said, this Batsuit slaps harder than when Rachel slapped Bruce. Even the concept alone is so fucking awesome. Superman and Batman combined has always been something that's fascinated me since I was a child, so seeing this in the game would make that inner part of me so happy. I don't even care that it's not gonna fly like Superman. I just think that this suit would look so awesome, whether they have a full-on like new cowl with the mouthpiece covered, or it's just, you know, a regular blue cowl with a blue minifigure head underneath. It would still be awesome to just see the Speeding Bullets Batsuit translated into a Legoized form. That suit has never had a minifigure, so that would be probably the second coolest one to see.
Gotham by Gaslight.
We haven't really seen this Batsuit in a game since Batman Arkham Origins, so I think it's due for a new appearance, even if the game it appears in the modern day is a Lego game. It would still be cool to see the suit pop up again, because that's one you don't really see very often.
Beware the Batman.
Now moving on into the top 5, that being the Batsuits I really want to see the most in this game, we're gonna go with one that is very nostalgic to me for this entry in the list, and that is the Beware the Batman suit. This cartoon is so underrated. It should have gotten more seasons. I would love to see that Batsuit in this game, as that minifigure still to this day is one of my favorite Batman Lego minifigures. I have had my same Beware the Batman minifigure since I was a child. Whenever I would play Legos as a kid, that was the Batman I would use. I might put a picture of it on screen, but mine is so old that he has weathered printing and a big-ass nasty crack on the right side of his torso. I'm not proud of it, believe me, but that's how you can tell it was loved when I was a kid. So seeing that Batsuit in this game would just be so surreal for me. And for those that don't know, I'm talking about this Batman minifigure from the Flash and Riddler chase set. It is based off of Beware the Batman. You can tell just by the bat symbol, the utility belt, and the hands being the same color as the suit. In the show, the suit looked like it was one solid color, and it was kind of hard to translate into a minifigure. At the time, I thought it was stupid, but in watching the show, like now as an adult, I can see why they went with the gray hands.
The Arkham suit.
This one might be controversial. I know we're getting the Arkham Batmobile in this game just from the silhouettes of the Batmobiles they released, and I hope that with that Batmobile, we get a suit closer to the Arkham Asylum and City suit. We have an Arkham minifigure already, but that one's based on Arkham Knight, and frequent viewers and subscribers of this channel know how I feel about Arkham Knight, so it would be cool to see a Batsuit more based on that sort of classic look, but translated into a minifigure, as those were my basically definitive Batsuits growing up.
The 1970s Neal Adams suit.
This is probably my all-time favorite Batsuit to play as in Arkham City. Funnily enough, that game was my introduction to the suit in the first place. I love gray and blue Batsuits, especially when Dan Mora draws them. Like, holy shit. I know we have the Brave and the Bold suit in here already, but that one is a lot more stylized because it's got a different bat symbol, different muscular printing, and just overall kind of is a different vibe compared to the Neal Adams suit, which I think would be closer to the Lego Juniors Batman, the gray and blue one that we got, just with dual molded legs. That's all I ask for. This one is probably going to be in the game, as it's mostly just a classic Batsuit for a lot of people, so hopefully I'll get my wish and I will get to glide around the city as a Legoized version of the 1970s Neal Adams Batman. That would be so cool.
The Dick Grayson Batsuit.
Alright, we're getting into the final two here, so my number 2 pick is gonna have to be the Dick Grayson Batsuit. We got this skin in Arkham Knight, however it was called Iconic Gray and Black when it was very clearly meant to represent the Dick Grayson Batsuit, but whatever. It's never actually been represented in Lego form. I used to think as a kid that the aforementioned Beware the Batman suit was the Dick Grayson Batsuit, because I only saw like 10 minutes of Beware the Batman as a kid, and I didn't realize that minifigure was meant to emulate the show until recently, but I just think that this would be a cool addition to have, because it's not a Bruce Wayne Batsuit, it's a Dick Grayson Batsuit. We've never had this as a minifigure before, so it would kind of give us a different take on the character. We know Dick Grayson is going to be Robin and Nightwing in this game, so I probably should have put this in a Robin suit wishlist video, but it makes more sense to me to have it in a Batsuit wishlist video, since it's still technically a Batman suit, even though it's not Bruce Wayne wearing the suit.
Matt Fraction / Jorge Jimenez Batsuit.
So my top pick I want to see in this game, the one Batsuit I want to see represented the most in this game, is a Batsuit that has not actually debuted fully yet at the time of recording this video.
That being the Matt Fraction / Jorge Jimenez
Batman #1 suit from their upcoming comic series, which I am so excited to read. This Batsuit looks badass, and like I said earlier, I'm biased because I just love blue and gray Batsuits, but genuinely, this is one of the best Batsuits I have ever seen. I cannot wait for this comic book series, and I hope that this suit gets some sort of representation in the game. I originally was thinking it was going to be too new, but I mean, you never know. This game's been in development for long enough, they probably knew about that suit ahead of time, so it's probably about a 50-50 shot that we'll see this Batsuit in the game. So anyway, that was my Batsuit wishlist for Lego Batman, The Legacy of the Dark Knight. If you want to see me do more wishlist videos for other characters in the game, like Batgirl, Robin, or Nightwing, please let me know by leaving a like and commenting on the video, as I really appreciate it, and I'd love to hear your picks for Batsuits you would like to see in this game. Feel free to check out my other content, and please consider subscribing if you're new. Have an amazing rest of your day, afternoon, morning, evening, or night, and as always, I'll catch you on the flip side.